Just the sight of one of these Frosted Delights is enough to make most hearts swell. But if you want to make your sweetheart feel really loved and pop a certain question, you could spring for this. This sparkling red velvet cupcake comes complete with an 8-carat diamond ring. With so many delicious cupcakes to choose from, how did they decide on red velvet? Well, it's award-winning, and you can't beat the red for Valentine's Day. And the ring isn't that bad either. The ring inside this baked good cost $55,000. Guys, the only things that us ladies like more than a diamond ring is one that comes with a snack. Very, very beautiful ring. I was watching that video earlier this morning and just absolutely amazed. And the cupcake looks very good also. Lisa Schreck joins me now with Creative Cakes by Lisa, and you are one of our competitors this weekend.
Yes.
How did you get started in cake decorating? And these are pictures of cakes that you've done from your Facebook page. How did you get started in all of this?
I started doing cakes for my kids' birthdays, and it just kind of took off from there. I did it for family and friends, and people started asking me to do it, so I've started.
Do you have a favorite cake that you've ever done?
I enjoy them all. I like doing something kind of new and creative, and I like trying new things.
And last year you were in the cake competition. You're, aside from Tegan and I, you're the only other one returning.
Yes.
Can you give us any hints as to what you're going to be doing this year?
We're trying some new things. We're doing a little more buttercream work this year than we did last year. Some sculpting.
Ooh. And last year you had a bunch of hats. They were career hats stacked on top of each other.
Yes.
Where did you get the idea for that?
I've seen a lot, a mother's job is a little bit of everything. And of course, last year being Mother's Day, so my thought was the nurse and all the roles that a mother takes.
And we have some buttercream frosting here. You can teach us a little bit how to make it look so beautiful. It's really evenly spread. How do you do that?
This is my rough coat. This is a pastry cutting tool. You can use a spatula or even like drywall tools. They're flat. And I just run it around the edges to make it fairly smooth. Then I take, if I want it smooth, a Viva paper towel.
Oh.
And you just place it on there and rub it.
Now, why Viva?
As you can see, the Viva doesn't have any texture to it. And like this one is another brand, it's Bounty. And it has the beads to it, which you can use this as well if you want the texture on it.
Okay. Very neat. And where did you come up with that idea? Have you seen that before, or did you just...
I've seen it before, kind of tips from other cake decorators. That there's a lot of communities online that kind of give tips and tricks.
And do you do birthdays, weddings, all sorts of things like that?
I do anything and everything from sheet cakes, wedding cakes, 3D cakes.
Oh, wow.
So,
why did you want to do this? Why are you a cake decorator?
I've always loved to cook. It's something I've always enjoyed. So it just kind of came naturally when I started.
And now when you pushed on top, we have kind of a little edge there. How do you get rid of that?
I just kind of take it and I run it over the edge and use your hand and you smooth it down.
So we need paper towels tomorrow as well, I guess.
See, it just smooths it right out.
And what else do you do with buttercream? Do you make your own buttercream frosting?
Yes.
And what's in that?
I use a mixture of butter and shortening and powdered sugar. And a little bit of vanilla.
Very interesting. And you can also paint on this too with a little dust. We're going to do that here coming up in the next half hour.
They're getting ready for Cake A Palooza, which is tomorrow.
And they've learned almost everything that they need to know, but there's still a few tricks that are up some people's sleeves.
In fact, they've gotten so sneaky this year, they're bringing their competitors into the studio to get some tips. Lindsay?
I don't think that they mind, considering we're really not that much of competition since they do this every day for a living. Lisa Schreck joins me now with Creative Cakes by Lisa. These are some cupcakes that you've done. We'll have some video rolling here or pictures actually, a slideshow of other cakes that you've done. But we're going to be luster dusting. What is that?
Luster dust, it's an edible product that you can either dry dust on your cakes or on your decorations, and it kind of helps like give a little bit of definition to your colors. They also have petal dust, has like no shine to it, or they have the luster dust. That has, you can see the shimmer in there. And they also have an edible glitter that you can use on your product.
Cool. So which would you rather use for a cake? Would you rather, you would just put the...
On this buttercream, I will mix a little bit of clear vanilla with one of the dust, and then we can just paint on it like you would.
And we also have, this is fondant with chocolate in it, white chocolate. That sounds awesome. All right, let's go ahead and do this. How much vanilla do you use? And you can also use vodka too, you said.
Yes, or like Everclear and high concentrated, because the alcohol will evaporate. I just got a little bit in my cap, and you just kind of mix it till it looks right, because you don't need much.
And do you, just this size paintbrush is all you need?
I use this one, like the stiffer bristles for the dry dusting. And And yeah, any of these soft ones, you just kind of mix that in a little bit.
This, can I use this brush?
That one will work.
Okay, mix it in.
Yep.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
And like when you do the buttercream, you don't want to push too hard or you will push a hole in it.
Okay, and when would you use this as opposed to making colored fondant?
I use it a lot if there's little details I want.
Okay.
A lot of times I'll airbrush my cakes as well and kind of help with the coloring.
So like with a stencil. I've seen that on Cake Boss.
Yep.
Okay, so I just...
Yep, and you can just...
Can I just do whatever I want?
Yes, you can.
I'm not the greatest artist. I'm going to write KHQ. Oh, yep, you see I pushed too hard. We're using the red. And is there a difference when you brush on the buttercream as opposed to the fondant?
The buttercream, you gotta be a little more careful because like I said, you can push through it really easy. As with the fondant, you can get a little more aggressive with it, I guess. You don't have to worry about tearing it up at all. You can also use the gel colors.
Okay, and is that what you use? Sorry.
That's okay.
Is that what you use for fondant?
You can use it either or.
Okay.
And you just do the same thing, you mix a little bit of your clear vanilla with it, and when you paint, this evaporates and it leaves the color behind.
Very interesting. So do you use more with the non-glittery or does that really matter?
It don't matter, it kind of depends on what you're doing with your cake.
There we go. All right, we're going to paint some of these fondant and white chocolate mixes here, and we'll show you those here coming up in a little bit. Back to you guys at the desk. Yes, well, who says money can't buy love? As if the pressure of Valentine's Day wasn't enough, Cupid has upped the ante. This could be the sweetest gift on earth. It's a real carrot cake. Just the sight of one of these frosted delights is enough to make most hearts swell. But if you want to make your sweetheart feel really loved and pop a certain question, you could spring for this. It is a sparkling red velvet cupcake that comes complete with an, get this, 8-carat diamond ring. With so many delicious cupcakes to choose from, how did they decide on red velvet? Well, it's award-winning, and you can't beat the red for Valentine's Day. And that ring on there isn't bad either. The ring inside actually costs $55,000. Guys, the only thing us ladies like more than a diamond ring is one that comes with a snack, and a red velvet cupcake at that. Very delicious. Well, we are gearing up for Cake A Palooza, which is tomorrow at the Quincy Mall. The live cake competition starts at 1, and we have one of our competitors here with us, Lisa Schreck from Creative Cakes by Lisa, and we are going to learn how to stack the cakes on top of each other without them falling over.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. We have straws here.
Yes.
Why do you use straws?
You can use straws, dowel rods. They make plastic pipe, like straws you can use as well. If you're doing a lightweight cake like this, it's more just support to help hold the weight up.
Okay. And how high do you have to cut them?
When I use straws, usually I stick them in the cake and then just cut them level with the cake.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. Any special techniques or tricks?
Not really. You kind of want to evenly spread them out. If you know, I got a circle here cut. They'll be the size of the cake we're putting on there.
Okay.
And you just kind of evenly spread them out.
Yep. Over here? Are we doing it in a 3?
Yeah, kind of, move it in just a little bit.
Right there?
Yep, that'll work.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Okay, and then this other one over here?
Is that about a bit? Oh, yeah.
Okay. And what kind of cake is in here?
That's chocolate cake in there.
It looks delicious.
And then you just kind of snip them off.
And here?
You want to get all the way down to the buttercream. Yep, if you get into it, it's fine.
Okay. Well, then how does it stay on top of it?
We will put this piece of wax paper down, and that way you won't pull your icing off. Okay. And also, if I do a tall cake, if I do more than 3 tiers, I will put the dowel rods in to help support it.
Okay.
And then
put that down.
Put your wax paper down. That way, when you pull off your next tier, you don't.
Oh.
And that holds your weight, and that way it won't go nowhere. And you also, if you're going to transport it, you can put a dowel rod in the middle.
Okay.
And hold it all together.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they were going to be sticking up, and you just kind of push it down on top of it. Great. And how long have you been doing this?
A little over a year.
Wow, and this is great techniques. We look forward to seeing your cake tomorrow.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you. We're going to wish all of our other competitors the best of luck as well.
Sure you are. Best of luck.